welcome back to Creekside Catholics. I wanted to take you through, nope. Welcome back to Creekside Catholics. I know it's been a long time since I've been on here and made like a face-to-face video. But what I wanted to do is share with you a curriculum that I shared a brief video about with the St. Jerome's School, Library and School curriculum. A lot of things have changed in this past year. We moved, and so I'm not usually a fan of filming in front of your bed on the floor, but here we are.
Help me, I'm poor.
So we moved to a fixer-upper. The company I worked for went out of business. I'm working full-time now, so like so many things have changed, and I made a terrible curriculum choice. I mean, it was good at the time, but it's not good if you're Catholic. Anyway, I wanted to show you my son's 3rd grade St. Jerome's School and Library and School curriculum. I will get that right sometime. Anyway, it's solidly Catholic, it's adorable, and you don't have to worry about like anything weird being in it. It's just beautiful, and I've loved everything that I've seen so far. It's really easy to use. We had started out when I was making these changes, doing the Good and the Beautiful language arts because it was free. And it's a lot for me. It takes a long time. The spelling I still haven't really worked out with them, and just St. Jerome's is just so simplified. I don't know. You'll see. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can take a look. And again, this is 3rd grade, and I don't have all the pieces for 3rd grade. We're doing a different math, and we're doing a different handwriting because it's what I had left over. I didn't use it with my daughter, so I thought, you know, whatever. And the catechism is actually their 2nd grade because they didn't have the 3rd grade book to rent, which I think is amazing that they do that. Anyway, so I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see the books. That are included within the 3rd grade curriculum. Now, this book is part of their curriculum, but I actually already had this book, so it looked, worked out for me. Anyway, so let's start with, okay. So isn't it beautiful? Anyway, this is the 3rd grade lesson plan. It's laid out really simplified. There's a lot of room to write in. And as you can tell, there's not a whole lot like per day. Like, it's not overwhelming the amount of work. I feel like I was having my son do a lot more on my own kind of schedule curriculum than what is in this lesson plan. Some of the days seem like a lot of reading, but I just went through it, and it isn't that long, especially when like I'm doing part of the reading too. It doesn't tire him out. Anyway, oh, and there are tests in here. It's really precious. And there's like a place to record grades, I believe, at the back if you needed it. Anyway, there's that. And it also shows you what is part of their 3rd grade curriculum. Every order will come with a catalog. It's a gorgeous catalog. It shows you exactly what you're going to need. It gives you the prices, so there's no surprises. They do have like a refill, for the consumables. And if you have like an older child that you're going to keep the books, it would make sense for you to purchase the hardcovers. Let me show you what came in the mail today because I'm switching up his language arts. So this is what I mean about the spelling. Spelling is super simplified. You have your words, you practice writing them, you practice using them in context, and then here too, and then you would do like a pre-test and then a final test. Simple. That's what I liked. This book is, I checked it out. Again, when you're checking out books from St. Jerome, which is amazing if you don't want to spend the money, like my son, he's my youngest. I don't have any more children after him. So for me, I don't want to spend a bunch of money on hardcover books because I just don't have the money right now to do that. And I have no one to pass them down to. So I was able to, I think, rent this one for like $3 or $4 plus shipping, and then I'll have to ship it back. But I get to use it for a year and then just send it on its way. Anyway, so it's Voyages in English, and it's a reprint. And today we just did the first lesson. We just went through the whole first lesson. I did skip a few parts, but it was very easy to read through, and we didn't do the writing assignments because I'll show you in a moment. The writing assignments are pretty much in here. So all the little exercises that are in the hardcover, most of them are going to be addressed in here. And I'll show you. We just did the first lesson today. So it was very simple, straight to the point. He understood it, and it was great. And it didn't take, 45 minutes to get through it. And I appreciate that, because my goodness, like my poor boy was getting so tired. Now reading I was worried about, because at first I just saw this and I was like, I don't know, I think it's going to be a little too difficult for my son. And then I got it and I was like, well, it's not too bad. I didn't realize this is the third book. I didn't know this until I got the actual lesson plan. This is the third book that is used. At first, I'm sorry if you hear yelling and stuff in the background. We are not one of those peaceful homes. This is actually the first book that's used. This one is not overwhelming. It's super adorable. The type is very large. There's a lot of repetition. So he doesn't mind reading this because it's not complicated. It has beautiful artwork in it. And so this would be the first book. The second book is this one, Wapsie, The Adventures of a Guardian Angel. And so this one has less pictures. There's still pictures, but, a few less. Still not complicated. And this one is just a little bit more, for me anyway, I would have to sit with him and read it with him. At least help him along, which I think you would do that anyway with any 8-year-old, but so that's third that would be like your last quarter, this book. And then it goes in this order. Anyway, easy, medium. It's all appropriate for third grade. Okay, history. Like I said, I already had this book. I love it. I love it, love it, love it for history. It's great. Because it's history written as a story. So St. Jerome's offers this book too. It's going to look a little bit different, but this is the same book. This is another book that's part of history, and this is so neat. It's like a comic book, but of American Catholic saints, which is so awesome because I like to tie in the saints with whatever history we're doing, and I don't have to. It's all right here. I don't have to try to like flip through and locate all my different saint books, you know, trying to pull them all in. It's all right here. It's awesome. And it's like comic books, so it's great. Okay, so like I said, they didn't have the grade 3 Living My Religion to rent, and I didn't want to purchase it. So I got grade 2. And I think it will be fine, because if it is on the slightly less rigorous side, he will actually not fight me so much on it. So I love these. I really enjoy these catechism books. They're full of pictures, it's simple language, but it's meaty, it's to the point. I learned stuff. I wasn't catechized. This is great. This was not included. I think it might be part of 4th grade, but I wanted it anyway. These line up with the traditional Latin Mass. So whatever Sunday it is, when you get home, you can read these little stories and they will kind of tie in with the readings for that Sunday. They're not long either, 2 pages. So they don't take a long time. And then science, which I adore. I love their science. My son does too. So let's see here. Seaside and Wayside. I like this book so much, and so does my son, because he loves all these pictures. And my son was reading it out loud, and my husband was on the couch sitting there, and he was like, no, keep reading, I'm learning stuff too. So it was adorable. So this seems to be mostly about insects, from what I can tell. I think there's something about flowers and whatnot. Yeah, we've got jellyfish and stuff. But I like it because the science it's not too much. It's like reading for information. And I do like a lot of narration with my son, and so this works out great. I love this one too. This one's really sweet, and he can read both, but this one is very easy for him to read. We had just finished up this lesson about animals and what we use animals for, and things that he wouldn't think about, like buttons and glue and leather for shoes and a jacket and things like that. So it's just, again, it's written like a story, and so it's appealing to little ones. It's not like highbrow, super intellectual. It's just simplified. It's what kids need. And I love these. I love these books. So my daughter has one also. It's for oceans. She's in 5th grade. But I like these a lot. And so does my son. He kind of got a little messy with it. He probably wouldn't be happy me showing you this. But again, it's like 1 or 2 pages, maybe a week in here. They're just really cute. And I told him, you color it, and this is your book to keep. It's like an informational book. Anyway, I hope this was helpful to you. I know I don't have all the components for 3rd grade, but I have most of them. Again, if you get the lesson plan, this is what it's going to look like. And it's very simple. You have your days of the week at the top, the week, and then, you have these acronyms for the books that you're going to be using. And that's basically it. Let's see, here we go, the acronyms. So they do have 3rd grade math, and then I think after 3rd grade they switch over to Saxon. So We're using a different math to finish up our 2nd grade, which we didn't finish last year. We're almost to the end of that, and then we're going to try the Good and the Beautiful Math 3, but if that doesn't work, I don't know. We might go with this. I've got an addiction here. Anyway, I just want to show you 3rd grade St. Jerome Library and School. I'm sorry for rambling. I hope you love it as much as I am, and I can't wait to film a video at the end of the year and tell you how it went. And I have 4 kids this year homeschooling. I have 2 teenagers. One's a senior. So it's been a crazy year, crazy ride. So God bless you all, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. So like and subscribe and comment. Let me know. Does this look interesting to you? What do you want me to show you a video on next? Because that's one of my problems. I don't know what you guys want to see. So let me know. God bless you. Bye.